What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today you and I'll be drawing Withered Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's begin today's lesson on the top left side of our page with the eye patch. We're going to start on the outside. We're going to draw a curve that goes up the top and then bring that down on the inside. I'm going to go back to the outside and draw a half circle. We're going to come down, round up the eye patch, and then pull that up. Now I'm going to switch to a thick black marker and fill the inside of that eye patch. Now I want to leave a gap in the center and draw a circle on the right side for the eye. Let's start on the top, come all the way around towards the bottom, and then bend that back up towards the top. Let's draw a smaller circle on the inside, and this will be for the iris, and then add a small black dot in the center. Let's draw on the eyelid, going up and then down, step up, and then trace that same curve. And I want to connect the inside of the eye patch to the eye with two lines, one across the top, one on the bottom, and we'll fill that center area in black. Let's go in between the eyes and draw the top edge of the nose. We're going to draw a curve going up and then down. From the ends, bend this in and then down towards the center point. Let's fill the center of the nose in black. Let's curve the edge of the muzzle underneath the eyes. Starting on the left, we go out, come down, and then bend that in. Let's go to the right side underneath the eye, going around, and then in. Let's layer the center of the muzzle over these two lines. So we're going to step up, come this down, across the middle, and then up on the right. Let's add a fold above the nose, going up and then down. Now we want to add those points across the side of the cheeks. We're going to start on the left side, bend this out, and then up. And then from here we're going to create that point, coming in and then up across the side of the head. And then on the right, we're just going to break off the top. We're going to come down and then up beside the eye. Now let's go back to the left side and curve the head, going up, and we'll bend that into right about there. Let's add a bump in the center of the head, going up. Just going to pull this down to the right side to right about there. Now we're going to add a crack coming down toward the top of the right eye. Just going to add these random angles, coming across and then down. Let's add a scar beside the right eye, going out and down. Add a couple lines going across. Let's continue that strap on the left side, drawing two lines, and then we'll fill that in black. Let's add some wires and metal on the inside of the head. We're going to start up here, draw a straight line going out, and come straight down. Let's trace that along the inside. Let's add a couple wires coming up, starting from that crack, going up underneath. Just wave this up towards the top. Flatten off the top, and trace that wave coming back in towards the head. Let's add another wire coming from the eye, going in behind, going outside the head and up, and then repeating that same process. Now let's add the ear going up in an angle. We're going to start from this point, draw two straight angle lines going up and then out. Let's overlap the base of the ear with an angled line going across. From the ends, going up and out, going straight up in an angle. Add another facet going up and in. Now I just want to pull that in towards a center point, towards the tip of the ear. Now I'm going to trace these angles along the inside. We're going to start with the base. Just work our way across the top and then the bottom. Now I want to add 3 bars along the inside of the ear. Start along the bottom with a straight angled line, leave a small gap and do that again. I'm going to leave a larger gap, add another bar, and then we'll do that one more time along the top. Let's add some rivets around the ear. Starting from the bottom of the circle, let's work our way up toward the tip of the ear, and then go around the bottom. Let's add those hairs across the top of the head. We're going to start in the middle, bend this up and then out towards the right, taper that down towards the bottom. Let's add a shorter one, going up and out, and then back in. I'm going to add one more going up and out towards the left, and then pull it back in on top of the head. Let's line up the base of the ear all the way over towards the left. Draw a short line going across just outside the head, and pull the ear going out and then back in towards the point. So we're going to start with the top. We go up, then that out, come down across the bottom, and then in. Let's attach the ear to the head with 2 straight angled lines. Now I'm going to trace the ear along the inside. And now we're going to go down and draw the top row of teeth. We're going to leave a gap in the center, come down and then up toward the left. Do the same thing on the right. And let's add 2 smaller teeth along the side. Now I'm going to do that one more time, going down and up. Now we're going to tuck the jaw in underneath the head. Let's start back over on the left, round this out, going down and in like a bracket. And we're going to bend this down and then in towards the middle. Let's round out the chin and then pull that up towards the right. Let's tuck the body in underneath the head. We're going to start over on the left, bend this out, and then down towards the hip. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Now you want to tear up the bottom edge of the body. We're going to start on the left side. We're going to add these zigzags with these various sized lines going all the way across towards the right hip. Let's add a seam across the inside, follow the same curve of the body going out and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap underneath the body. We're going to start back over on the left, draw the hip, coming down and then up. Let's round out the hips. And I'm going to bend this down and then in towards the center point. Now I want to place the spine in between the upper and lower body. So on the bottom, draw 2 straight lines going up, close off the top with a straight line. And then along the top, draw 2 more lines coming down. And then inside, we're going to add a series of curves. Now I'm going to leave a gap underneath the hips. On the left, step down, angle this down and then in, leaving a gap in the middle. And then either side, we're going to draw 2 straight angled lines connecting the hip to the legs. Let's round up the legs. Start from the inside, come down, and then bend that out. Let's go to the outside, bend this out, and then down towards the same height. Now just like we did with the upper body, we're going to tear up the bottom of the leg. Just adding these zigzags, going across, and then down. Now along the inside, we're going to step out. Just going to bend that spine of the leg going out and then down towards the ankles. Let's round up the bottom. And then follow that same curve going up and then in underneath the leg. Now just like we did with the spine, we're going to add a texture across the inside with these curves. Let's go to the inside leg, bend this in and down towards the heel, and then draw a straight line going all the way out towards the edge of the foot. And draw a straight line going up, pull it back in towards the outside of the ankle. And there are 3 claws along the outside. Starting from this point, and it's out and down, go up, and then in towards the top of the foot. Let's add another one. Line this up, out and down, go up and in. And we'll do that one more time. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go back up to the top and draw on the right arm. Let's start from the side of the body, and bend the arm going out, and then down towards the elbow. Come down and in towards the side of the body, and we're just going to tuck that up in towards the side. Let's add the forearm. From the outside, come around and in towards the wrist. Close off the wrist with a curve. Now let's go to the inside of the wrist, draw a half circle for the thumb. Close off the end with a bracket. Now I'm going to curl 3 fingers along the bottom. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, come down and up around that bracket, step down, go out and up, and then we'll bend the last finger going back in towards the wrist. Let's add a break across the forearm, starting from the wrist. Just going to add these angled lines going all the way around, and then from the side of the upper arm, come down and just work our way back in. Now we're going to add a bar across the inside with 2 straight angled lines coming down towards the wrist, and then along the top we're just going to angle this in towards the shoulder. Now we want to draw the left arm bent up with the hook. So we're going to line up the bottom of the arm over on the left side, bend this down and out towards the elbow, bend the arm going out and then up towards the wrist. Let's round out the edge of the wrist, coming in and then up. Bend the inside of the forearm, coming around, and just pull that down towards the elbow. Now I'm going to go back up to the top of the body, curve the arm going out and then down in behind the forearm. Let's add that crack across the inside of the arm. And then just like we did with the right side, we're going to add 2 bars. One going up, step down, and draw that again. Now I'm going to leave a gap from the wrist. We're going to step up, add another curve, connect the ends with a half circle, going up and then back down. Now I'm going to connect these 2 shapes with 2 angled lines for that bar, and then from the outside of the wrist, bend this in behind that bar. Now we're going to place that hook on the edge of the hand. We're going to start up here, bend this up and then out, round out the hook, come in, and then bend that down. Now I want to taper this so it gets wider as it comes all the way around, come in, and then down. Now we're going to go back and add some wires coming out from the body. Let's start underneath the upper torso, coming down toward the left, flatten this off, and then pull that up. Let's add another one on the right side. And we're going to add a couple more underneath the legs. Start with the left. Now we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. There's a cartoon illustration of Withered Foxy. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. We've got some exciting news to share with all of you. We're offering a variety of incredible options to level up your art skills. Join our exclusive masterclass memberships for just $1 a month, or catch more free tutorials on our Excel sketch channel every week. Don't miss out on any of these amazing opportunities, so subscribe or join today.